5 years ago, the giants of Tasmania's salmon industry were locked in battle.
Today I announce that Huon has filed proceedings in the Federal Court and the Supreme Court of Tasmania.
Huon Aquaculture challenged regulators over concerns oxygen levels in Macquarie Harbour were critically low, and dead zones and large areas of Beggiatoa bacteria were found on the harbour floor.
The vision has shown us that there's Beggiatoa more than a kilometre into the World Heritage Area.
Huon lost its case, but salmon farming was reeled in. Now animals are returning to the sediments.
There are not persistent or recurrent dead zones in the harbour.
Oxygen levels have improved but haven't fully recovered. Climate change is also having an impact.
Over 30 years, we've probably seen a 1.5 to 2 degree increase in temperature in the bottom waters of Macquarie Harbour, and I guess that makes sense. The bottom water is oceanic water that comes in during recharge events. Scientists
recently visited the harbour to relay the message to the community.
As a community, I think most of us seem to be pretty happy with the way the harbour is being managed.
Locals say it's time to move on from talk of dead zones.
I find it incredibly frustrating, and it's a slogan, you know, the catastrophe at Macquarie Harbour, and I want to grab those people and say, can you explain to me what it is? Can you show me where the dead zones are?
The endangered Maugean skates also caused concern. They've only ever been found in Macquarie and nearby Bathurst harbours.
That naturally means that the animals are quite vulnerable just by virtue of how restricted they are.
There's an estimated 3,000 skates in existence. Scientists believe the population's ageing, which could indicate problems with the young. They're working to establish whether intervention is needed.
If it were to be a decline in recruitment, that could have big implications for the future of the population.
The EPA halved the amount of salmon that can be farmed in Macquarie Harbour 3 years ago in response to the environmental damage. That decision is about to be reviewed, but the 3 major salmon farmers aren't saying if they'll be asking for an increase.
So we get what we call a recharge event.
Years later, the 3 salmon giants Huon, Tassal and Petuna are now working closely together, issuing a joint response, saying they'll farm to whatever limit is set.
Any increase in the biomass would need to be initiated by the industry. As the evidence I have at the moment, I don't need to reduce it any further, but it's not for me to just automatically increase it.
I've always said that at the right biomass, that history would suggest that you can grow salmon in Macquarie Harbour. The challenge now is finding out what that biomass is.
I haven't seen any evidence of a case for it to increase, given that, you know, we're still on the edge of things. We still get good days, bad days.
A final decision on whether salmon farming will again ramp up in the harbour is due in May. Alexandra Humphreys, ABC News, Strahan.